Welcome brawlers, I'm the Hermit, and today we're gonna be playing some Mono Green Stompy with the Earth King as our commander. For 3 and a green, we get a 2/2 legendary human noble ally. When the Earth King enters, create a 4/4 green bear creature token. And whenever one or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for up to that many basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield tab, then shuffle. So this is a little bit of a counters deck, but a lot bit of a mono green Stompy deck, as I said. So we are gonna try to curve some creatures, either with mana dorks or some of our evolved creatures. Experiment 1, Evolving Adaptive, Mutable Popa, and Pel Collector. If we get a creature with bigger power, they're gonna be getting counters and becoming bigger and bigger. The Pel Collector, it also gains trample when it has 3 or more +1 counters. And then also we have a little landfall synergy with Bristly Bill, Mossborn Hydra, and the Airbender Ascension, as well as Evolution Sage. With the Airbender Ascension, we get to Earthbend 2 when it enters and search for a basic land from our library. Then, whenever a land enters, we put a quest counter on the Ascension, and if it has 4 or more, we'll also get a +1 counter on a creature. We are also running Tribute of the World Tree. Whenever a creature we control enters, we put 2 +1 counters on it, but if it has power 3 or greater, we draw a card instead. So with the Earth King, if we curve the tribute into the Earth King, we put 2 +1 counters on the Earth King itself, and we draw a card from the bear token. And next turn, we can attack with both, get 2 additional lands, depending on however many creatures with power 4 or greater we already have. Then we have some mono green removal, King of the Cold Blood Course. It's a 5/5 and it makes a creature a 4/4, and it loses all its abilities. We also have Trickster Elk and Kenri's Transformation to make our opponent's creatures, hopefully their commander, into a 3/3 elk. The Trickster Elk has Bestow, so instead of drawing a card, when the creature dies, we get a 3/3 ourselves. Then at the top end we have some mutate creatures. We have Gemrazer, Sotos Demolisher. We also have some card draw, Legend of Kyoshi. We draw cards equal to the greatest power of our creatures. Season of Gathering, we can do the same. We can also choose to destroy our artifacts or destroy our enchantments, and or put +1 counters on one creature we control. We have Nissa's Ended Animist. If we pay 7 mana, we can ultimate right away, give everything +1/+1 for each forest we control. We can also pay up to 5 mana, and for life, he comes in with less loyalty, but we can make tokens or destroy artifacts or enchantments. And those tokens are gonna be at the very least 4/4s. The Great Henge and Galta, as well as Mitotic Ultimus. We can pay up to 2 mana depending on, well, the Ultimus, the greatest power of creatures we control, and Galta, the total power of our other creatures. And since we have some +1 counters, we are running District Mascot, that's Chocobo. We are running Hardened Bonds. Whenever you put a counter into a creature you control, seek a creature card, for only once each turn. Ordinary Tumblewag, it can double the counters on a creature if it attacks while saddle. It also puts a counter at the beginning of combat during our turn. Then we have some more mana dorks, including Torgal, puts a counter on a human once each turn. Rutwengmu is not technically a mana dork, but if it attacks Wild Saddle, we get to roll a land. Well, not to roll, but seek, put it on the battlefield tapped. Elysian Caretid, as well as Fanatic of Ronas, they make more mana if we have a creature with power 4 or greater. And we have then Heirloom. It can also draw us cards, as well as make mana. So that's the deck. Now let's head into the queue and stomp some opponents. Ketramos, we need protection or just to be faster than them. So maybe we can get some whack action going. They didn't have their land apparently, so they draw with their relic. Ketramos comes down. I think this needs to be an Earth King turn. If they have a Wrath, we're gonna lose either way. And let's see what they have here. Yep, a Wrath. And I, for one, I'm not the least bit surprised. Now they can play 1-for-1 removal and keep up the pace. We all read. They chomp, which means they either have more removal, another Wrath. Things are not looking up for the Earth King. Arcane Signet, Voidwalker, Eric Prison. They send the bear to the prison. Oh, look at that. What should we do? We can level up. Maybe we don't yet. We put the counter on the Sage, draw with Garruk's Uprising. We get Bristly Bill. Well, for artifact graveyards. For enchantments and graveyards. Fragment reality on the cup. And then goes to 10 life. We need to do this. I guess that was lethal. If I put at least one counter on the recruits. That's my bad. Oh, it's still lethal, so never punished. GG's que tramos. You certainly were. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to ask. Okay. GG's que tramos. Against shrines. Let's see if we can be fast enough. Hopefully the adaptive is gonna be a 4/4 when we play the Earth King, but we also need some enchantment removal. Boreal Grazer, a little late to the party. Opponent plays their commander, they get a free shrine, and it's going to be Crescent Island Temple. So they get a monk with prowess, and they will be getting more monks when they play another shrine, or when they get another out of their commander by blinking it. Which notably, even if, because this is not an alchemy card, it's a regular, well, it's a version of a regular card. It doesn't remove the abilities forever. If it changes zones, it gets to come back with their abilities. Bloom. Okay, since we didn't get the land, we need to do it. So our opponent obviously has a blink effect here, or maybe two, who knows. Ephemerate. They have a Goshin Tide, they can only deal damage to player or planeswalkers with it. I guess we take the Goshin Tide. And at least the shrine loses its shrine type. Opponent has to block, but they can even just jump with the goose. Maybe they can. Okay. If they are thinking about it, it means that they don't want to block with their commander and blink it. I guess they needed to hold on to the ephemerate. Yeah, that was probably better for them. Okay, so they did have it. They go down to 3 and they get some life gain. Okay, so we level up, play the Earth King. And we gain 2 life now. Yeah, we might be in trouble. I think we give it another turn, otherwise... Great hinge. Yep, that's not it. GG's. Katana Water Bending Master. This one is going to be a 2C. At least with the Bailos, we can make sure our spells resolve. So... And now we have 3 growers. We do need to get to 4 lands, always. That is Katara, but no lands for us. We also play the Bloomkin. Everyone grows. Opponent plays a couple of spells to get their experience counters. Maybe they have a bounce. A blocker. Yeah, but they were still facing more than lethal. If they wanted to attack, I guess they needed something like a Whelming Wave or something. Must bounce for 4 mana. It even bounces their commander, but they needed to save their life. GG's. Nahiri the Harbinger. I guess this is control Nahiri, so... Sanctuary might be a good card. But we need more pressure, I think. This is more pressure. Minus 2 exile. Tapped artifact, tapped creature, or enchantment. Plus 2 loot. And the ultimate just draws an artifact or enchantment or creature. Gives it haste. Great. I think the Hydra is going to die also. But maybe that's how we get Ouroboros to stick. Just maybe. No, it's get lost after all. I think we hardened bonds. Earth King. At least we have some card advantage here. Fury, and they kill the bear. Don't want the moves necessarily. They trade, so that doesn't tell us whether they have a wrath or something. They play Nahiri. They destroy the talent.
Boulders will hail from the heavens.
Okay, they didn't like our card advantage. And maybe also the fact that the rookie has vigilance, so they cannot kill it with Nahiri at any point. We were still gonna keep ramping. And yeah, the way Basing say is worth it, well, Earthbending is worth it. We can still get to see creatures if we Earthbend a land every turn. GG's. Titania. So this hand might be okay with our lands, but if not, we are in trouble. Propellers. Okay, so we just lose. Yep, yes. Top Great Airbender. Hello. So they start with Ragavan, we play Cameo of Bamboo Groves. And the Cameo already did its job, so we're okay, send it away. With haste. Okay, but do we want the Heath to come back, or do we want to make mana? Yes, this is fine, so we Earthbend, get this kit back, play Elvish Mystic. Lelia from opponent. I guess we needed to do it the other way if we were gonna play Torgal. Once one Hydra from opponent. That Hydra is already going to be huge. Well, 4-4, but we definitely want to help the Hydra, so huge. I am afraid here. We want to trade. We attack with the bear, obviously. If they choose not to block, we elk as we planned. Now we get the Earth King, attack with the bear, and the cock. Opponent discards Sidecat Cog and Primeval Titan. The Earthbender Rumble Arena. I guess we equals 1. The bear block their arena. And they concede. Yeah, we were gonna hit them hard on the crackback. And since we also had Evolution Sage, yeah, that was gonna be sweet. GG's. Firelord Azula. Not the hand for this match. Yeah, I like this one better. Dimir Signet. Do we want the Signet gone? I'm thinking yes. Opponent brainstorms. I think we can play the Ultimas here. Opponent is gonna be able to go off, so let's see if they can win off of one Azul attack. It's possible, for sure. Okay, Spencer Shaper's Samant. They bounce 2 things, and that's enough. GG's. I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was enough to set us back, and we don't have a way to remove Azula in this hand, so GG's. BB. Are we fast enough against BB with this hand? We might be. Actually, we might need another green source for that. Storm Chaser's talent. Here I'm thinking about killing the talent with Gem Racer. That also makes the Beetle a 4/4, so it starts growing by itself. Oh no, it's another creature, so never mind that. Silent Hole Creeper. That might be more worth destroying. That is BB. We get 1 hit. Opponent is still at 14, but now they can go off with their commander. And this is the nerf version of BB, which needs to tap instead of just playing at any time. So Balmor, they cast a couple of spells. BB grows because of Balmor, because it's own ability. Yep. GG's. They could even if they just silent departure, that's gonna set us back a decent amount. And obviously BB is still just really strong. Much more else to say there. You do them. This can destroy an artifact. This will ramp us into the Earth King. So that's a nice curve. Hopefully we get to Season of Gathering. Destroy even more artifacts. Draw 4 cards, hopefully. They have Subtlety or Pact of Negation. I think it's Pact because Subtlety leaves priority all the time. And Pact only when we cast a spell, so that makes sense. Why did it enter with 2 counters? Oops, I forgot to saddle this time. But we want to use the district mascot. Is it only sorcery? Nope. Dark Ritual. So they cast Kiruda here. Let's see what they get. They will get the Metamorph. Now they get another clone and another clone. If they don't wave in the next one, okay, they did wave. So we might be okay. Borrow it. We had 4. Okay, so they do go for their pact. Can grow this up to 7. And I think they have to sacrifice one of their... Yeah, so we have lethal. GG's. Big fingers, all we know is if we don't get Cabinus, we concede. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Omnath, Locks of the Royal. They start with exploration. Kind of bad for us, but it's not the end of the world. Especially if they take a while to get there. Commander drawing cards, but I guess they can play it now, so. Rain and 6. And Rafaelos. Yeah, I don't think we're very important this one. Digero and Hazoret. Okay, so all about legends and a little aggro so they can empty their hand fast as they can. Oroid, Scavenging Ooze. I guess we play the medallion here. Yeah, I needed to play the Vista first. I thought it was Faithful Passage, so I was waiting to play it turn 4. That was on me. But here we play Ouroboros, so next turn we can get 2 lands from the Earth King right away. So are they like a combo deck or something? Maybe they are control, but then why choose the Zero and Hazoret? Yeah, I'm expecting this to be a Wrath. Passing save. Plage on the Earth King. And now they have used their white mana. Solar Transformer. We have choices here. We can draw 6 cards. I think that's worth it. And now well, let's see what they do during their turn. They can even choose to Plage, give it haste. So they go back to 10 life and maybe destroy the bear. Yeah, they just don't know that we have Nissa, and I think she can just win the game for us. +9/+9, trample, farewell. Okay then. I think we win if we do this. We animate the land. I guess they can hold it, I assume. Okay. No, it was Bitter Reunion, so yeah. Now becomes a 5/5, well a 3/3 with 2 counters. That's lethal against our opponent. GG's. Maybe it was, no, they needed to exile artifacts so that they took the World Wagon. I was thinking they just did it for the medallion, but makes sense like that. Good games. Rain and 6. It should be okay, I think. I mean, we are not thrilled about it. Probably they are. Well, Rain is obviously a better commander by a long shot. But with this Corp into the Earth King, we might have a chance. Emphasis on the might. And obviously we prefer to have something set up, but getting the Earth King turn 3, not horrible. And as long as our opponent doesn't have a big payoff for all this ramping, okay, yeah, that's good enough. GG's. Gabriel Soulbroker. This might not be the best hand, but Badger Morkel is a good card. Hopefully one that can get us there. Spectacle of Destruction. And the mascot only kills artifacts, so we cannot get rid of this spectacle yet. If this is Toxic Deluge, we are gonna be in bad shape. Yep, and the fact that we didn't get a land there, horrible, horrible for us.
When I win,
GG's.
you're telling me what you
Yep,
know about
we just got unlucky there. So that's it for today. And the Earth King is probably suffering a little bit from the matchmaking, because the matchmaker seemingly doesn't want us to become the next Mythweaver Poq, which it isn't by a long shot, but we get some bad pairings. Even just the Rain, we shouldn't be getting, in my opinion. I also paired against a bunch of Rofellos, again, like we were Mythweaver Poq or something. So I conceded those almost immediately. I think I just play a couple of turns of one, but yeah, as soon as they get to Primeval Titan on turn 3, meanwhile we are just getting ramping into some stuff. it's pretty much not even a contest at that point for us. So as long as we get until the Earth King settles down into the matchmaker, probably where it belongs, maybe just stay off a little, stay off. So until the matchmaker settles the Earth King where it belongs, I think maybe be wary that you're gonna get a lot of bad matchups with it. So as for me, thank you for watching. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.